I assumed office on the 1st of October 2019. I met Kw-Irs as a 4-year-old IRS, having been established in 2015 with a staff strength of over 900 people. The mandate given to me by the executive governor of the state, Abdurrahman Abdulrazak, is to find ways to expand the tax net, but ensure we do not increase rates as much as possible. So we started off with looking at our systems. If we're going to be improving IGR the way we have been mandated to, we need to look at our systems. Our systems, in essence, talking about automation, talking about how we're going to block leakages, and how we're going to increase that tax net, meaning those who were not paying taxes before should get into the tax net and be able to pay the appropriate taxes.
What a wise government would do is not to raise tax at this time, but to widen the tax net. You want to capture as many people as possible. And we have seen that happen over the past 3 years. Indeed, what we have seen has been very huge.
Kwara State Internal Revenue Service is a major part, is actually a core part of our budget preparation system, because the function of their contribution to the state finances in terms of the internally generated revenue forms a large part of our decision-making system into ensuring implementation of our budget over the course of the year.
From 2019 to end of August this year, we've been able to pull a total of 100.6 billion as in total IGR for the state. How we were able to achieve most of this is really more of focusing on our core function, which is the generation of revenue for the state, and in ensuring that we maintain very good relationship with both the internal and external stakeholders.
Since we came on board the last 3 years, we have cultivated a culture. And what is that culture? Apart from the budget or the target given to us by the state, we also generate our own target within. And you will notice that every year we improve on our collections.
Today, when you are talking of state IRS, after Lagos State, the state that will come to your mind is Kwara State in terms of innovations, in terms of our automations, in terms of things that we've introduced to the MDAs, every other collecting agencies. State use us as a reference point. Times without number, we have visitors from other states that have come to understudy us how we do our things.
One of the reforms that we embarked on when the new administration came on board was the issue of the tax administration system. When the EC came newly, the tax administration system that we were using, we realized that it was not serving our purpose. We started by first mapping all the processes we had. We had about 39 processes as at then. We documented it, and then we now looked at all these processes and discovered that some of them we can actually merge them together. So the 39 processes were collapsed into 26 processes, and then we started building the modules one after the other.
The journey so far, it's been interesting. It's been a lot of work, especially in the area of automation and in the area of trying to make our processes work and run with as little human intervention as possible, and it's been wonderful.
The progress made is very encouraging. We, however, expect that the level of compliance, the number of taxpayers that we have will continue to increase, At the moment, we have in our records less than 200,000. We want this to increase to about 500 to minimum 1 million.
Most of the reforms we're doing is to get to that system, to that level, when people can just willingly and say, yes, this is what I've earned. And the law says if I've earned something, I should pay this. So whatever we're doing, we are moving towards that level.
I just want to advise the staff in general so that we should be patient and ensure that we do our work very well. And for the other stakeholders, the taxpayers in the state, it's our civic responsibility to ensure that we pay our taxes so that the government too will be able to do one or two things for us in our various environments.
Last year we had a record-breaking 9.6 billion in Q1, and we ended up with a total of 26 billion. That made about over 95% of our budget. We took that stride in 2022, and we went on to beat our own record at 10.7 billion in Q1 of 2022. Right now, we are over 80% of our budget, and I'm hoping that by the end of the year, we would have surpassed the budget that has been assigned for us for 2022. So for me, that is a key landmark achievement. Secondly, we were also able to retain our ISO certification. We have 2 certifications. We have in business continuity and we have in quality management. This certification was achieved firstly in 2018, and after 3 years we were able to recertify the organization despite the new introduction, new offices and new systems we have put in place. That for me is a main feat.
I remember when His Excellency gave me the mandate to announce the chairman, and I was looking at the CV, I was impressed. I saw a very strong background in technology, I saw a very strong background in administration, and she has brought all of that to bear in the management of the service.
Engineer Chief Mrs. Shade Omoniyi. Because she's an engineer, it was something that I was highly fascinated about when I came into office. Having a female engineer who has actually ventured into every sphere of public space in the banking sector and now coming to head the revenue office is something that I see that His Excellency Malam Abdurrahman Abdulrazak has done so well.
Yeah, táwọn àìmọ́tò fẹ́ bá sọ fún yẹn pé yẹn gbìyànjú ó yẹ kẹ́wọ̀n pé gbìyànjú o tó ráwọ̀ mọ́tò aṣòro àndù tó rà ní fẹ́sítì rárá bẹ́ẹ̀ tí nǹkan tí yà gbìyànjú ni pé gbogbo gbàtẹ́ bá fẹ́ rí ó fàyè lẹ̀ gbogbo gbàtẹ́ bá fẹ́ báyà sọ̀rọ̀ ó fàyè lẹ̀ tẹ́ bá mú wá pìyàn lọ́wọ́ kan báyìí wọ́n tó dáhùn ó jẹ́ fún ìyá yìí ní kìí sí 90-100% mo fún láti pé tán bá ń pe obìnrin dá sọ̀rọ̀ ní Kwara ìyá yìí ti ṣínà fún wọn.
Pẹ̀lú ọgbọ́n àtòye tí wọ́n fi ń bá àwọn aráàlú sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ rí pé enforcement ó reduce. Ìdí ni pé wọ́n jẹ́ ká mọ ẹ̀tọ́ tó yẹ ká ṣe pẹ̀lú ìjọba nípa ìbáwa sọ̀rọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí abiyamọ. Kò dìgbà tí wọ́n mú wa káwa gan tó máa lọ san owó wa.
Achievement wọn kò lóǹkà tá bá ní ká máa sọ ànílè ká tán. But wọ́n gbìyànjú gan ní ọdún mẹ́ta wọn ò sit. Wọ́n tún ní community impact program tí wọ́n ń ṣe. Irú last year all the market ni wọ́n fún ní umbrellas. Tẹ́ pé it show the appreciation of the cooperation with the Kw-Irs. Presently wọ́n ti ṣe solar light sí ọjà tuntun. Ní mandate market wọ́n ti ṣe modern toilet fún wọn. Tẹ́ pé with boreholes and then with tap and everything.
Challenges, I think for an IRS, what comes to mind first of all as far as challenges is concerned is the level of compliance of taxpayers. You find people who are well educated, who are well traveled, who don't play around with taxes outside there. But here, they expect things to just be given to them. Like government will be printing money. It's a major challenge. When we came in, we had just over 200 certified taxpayers' files that we could say we have the data. Now it's grown to about over 140,000. But in a state where we say we have a population of 3.5 million, doing the mathematics and doing the ratios, at least 2 million out of these 3.5 should be taxable. And we're saying we have certified records for 140,000. It's a major challenge. We have some people who are not literate, who would rather pay cash in some locations. We have initiated a cashless policy, which we are driving and hoping that after a while we're going to be able to say that Kwara has gone cashless, because that's the major way with which we can reduce the leakages that we find around the state. Now, getting people to use the systems for payments, going onto the internet to make payments. We have some of our people who are not exactly as educated as others. But what we try to do is provide systems that are simple to use, that you really don't have to be so educated before you can use it. And of course, improved on our advocacy so that people understand what we have brought to the table.
In the area of advocacy, for Kw-Irs, we cannot do enough. We have several media of communication. We're on radio, we're on television. We have our official website, which is www.kw-irs.com. We're on Facebook at Kw-Irs, also on Twitter at Kw-Irs. On Instagram, we are at Kw-Irs. Our helpdesk mail is helpdesk@kw-irs.com. You can call us on 0700 6959477.
One major misconception I want to clear is the fact that Kw-Irs is not Big Brother. We run revenue generation. What we generate, we put it in the IGR accounts of the state, which is managed by the Accountant General. We don't have access to what we collect, but most people believe we have access to what we collect, and that is not so. So I want to appeal. We are also running on a budget. We don't have the capacity to deliver on most of the requests that comes to us. In Sena claims, you don't want to see IRS. If you see IRS, there is a problem. So the reverse, where people come to us for solace, is not supposed to be like that. In fairness, sometimes we might do 1 or 2 interventions, but it's always to see how we can make more money. The money should come back. I am from Kwara. I have worked all my life in Lagos, and my last assignment was MD of a mortgage institution in Lagos, and I came back home to serve my state. I think for anyone who has gone through my experience, this is really where you want to be. You want to come back home and offer yourself to the services of your state. And for me, that has been fulfilling.
Coming from a different background, banking industry, and to fix into the tax authority, and to have recorded this remarkable achievement. Yes, you know, it's not just a woman, but a man of action.
It's not been easy sitting on that chair. It's a hot seat, I must tell you. So sitting there for 3 years, congratulations, ma. I wish you all the best, and I must tell you, you can always continue to count on us, that we'll continue to work with you to just get and achieve all the set targets and objectives of the service.
We greatly appreciate and value her hard work and success, and I can only pray that she continue the journey of success with pride. Happy anniversary, ma, and congratulations.
Well, I want to first of all and sincerely appreciate His Excellency Malam Abdurrahman Abdulrazak for deeming it fit to appoint me to this position. I would not betray the trust, And if not for the fact that one has been given this assignment, of course, we would not have been able to reel out some of these achievements that we have stated. So I want to thank him most sincerely for appointing me for this position. Now, without staff of this organization giving all the necessary support and believing in me, I wouldn't have been able to also do this. So I want to appreciate members of staff, our stakeholders, both those who are compliant and those who are not. We want to appreciate all of you. The stakeholders too, the taxpayers, very importantly. We have seen people come to us even without us going to them. We've also stepped on toes by enforcing the necessary activities we need to just to be able to get people to meet their obligations. So we want to sincerely thank everybody. Our taxpayers, when you see us again, don't mind us. It is the job that you have given us to do, because you asked the government to do this, and that means government needs to make money. So we want to sincerely thank everybody for supporting us, and we believe that together we can do a lot more.